episode of Two Beards Podcast. Not pints.
I
almost said
thought
pints.
you were going to say pints,
But I didn't. I caught myself.
And you didn't even make
Caught
like an
myself.
allusion to it. I just really thought you were gonna.
Caught myself.
Huh.
You know, I'm a professional.
We're like right here, apparently.
Today, we are drinking Fremont's Head Full of Fresh Hop. We're under a little bit of time crunch, so we were planning on just doing one beer. Also helps we're not a fan of this beer, at least last year's.
I was going to ask if you remembered because
So,
hazy.
what is a hazy IPA?
Just like this beer, yeah.
So we're gonna see. I feel like I'm like very tall right now. I am a little tall.
Yeah, you were a bit.
So we're gonna see what happens. You know, if we could love this beer and be like, no, we're doing two.
I would love that.
Fuck the time crunch.
Yeah, I would love that. Well, hear me out. So
I'll hear you out.
So Jack and Michelle came over to my house yesterday
To watch The Mandalorian.
to watch Mandalorian. First time they've actually been over.
Okay.
Because a week ago yesterday, I was like, I haven't been over yet. I should probably just do that, you know, since we're in our lease is up in fucking February anyways at this point. I don't know what's gonna happen. But ooh. Okay, smells pretty good. Hopefully that's a good start. But so I had them over, and they're so fucking rude. They got there early.
Yeah, dude. Here's the thing. Right? You have to come to terms with something.
Go ahead. I already know. I agree with what you're about to say.
You're 27.
Yeah. Go on.
You're an adult now. You're not going to house parties anymore. You know?
Mostly, yeah.
I know it's mostly. I'm just saying like
that's
the
not
era's gone.
Like these aren't like our gatherings aren't house parties.
Correct.
Like that was our gatherings previously.
Yeah, and you show up like 3 hours later.
Right.
Like
right.
they say 7 and then you show up at 10.
Exactly.
Yeah, no. Like they probably showed up at like 5. Probably later than that, but like you know.
No, it was we said 5:30 and they were there at 5:27.
Yeah, see?
Gosh, I'm telling you.
On a Friday.
On a Friday. Actually impressive that they got there that quick from a Friday traffic standpoint. No, it was it would have been totally fine, but I was
How was episode 2?
Oh, dude.
It's good?
It was not great at all.
See, I was concerned about that as well.
Because of how good episode 1 I say was?
No, actually, I have a bad feeling about this season.
It's funny because in every single movie, that's like a phrase that they throw in. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, I know.
So I was just making like a deal out of it.
Yeah.
Now you're making it awkward. And here we are. So
you're the one who made it
You
awkward.
got a bad feeling about this.
I do.
Go on.
Because Star Wars cannot help itself but to ruin a good thing.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I know the beer comment's coming.
Yes.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Very good season 1.
Mm-hmm.
So Disney is now like, well, the movies are fucked.
Right.
They're fucked.
Yep.
So we got to throw everything at this. We got to Disneyify it.
Oof.
Season 2 gonna get real Disney.
Yeah.
And just shit all over itself.
That's the problem. Back off, bros.
Yeah. So that's how I feel like it's gonna go down.
I
hope it doesn't.
Yeah. So far.
I hope, 3 weeks from now you're like, actually, episode 2 was a little bit of fluke. It's picked back up, pretty good. But I have my concerns.
I understand that. So, based off of episode 1, I don't think it'll go that way. And so here was my only thing with episode 2, without really saying anything. It was really just a filler episode. That was my only beef. As far as like cinematography, the tone, dialogue, everything, like it's all still very much season 1. Like they're still going strong. It was just like the plot of that episode was just really just a filler episode. And coming off of like a hot streak of episode 1 where it was like, fucking, you're up here the whole time, pretty much. And then you're like, nothing really happened this episode.
That's another reason why releasing week by week sucks.
Yes, and I was actually about to say that, and I literally thought that last night, because I'm like, you know what? If I could have just watched episode 3, it would have made episode 2 better.
Yes.
The fact that I have to now wait a whole week
Correct.
and dwell on this like not so great episode, it's like, that fucking sucks.
Like
You're gonna have a filler episode in an 8-episode season.
I think episode 4 on the first season was the Village People one,
Yes.
and that's what everyone thought about. That's episode
Yeah.
4 as
Yep.
well. They're like, this is the worst episode. It just felt like filler.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of blah.
Right.
So maybe that's episode 2 this season, or maybe they have a couple of them. But I didn't really get that feeling because I watched them
Right.
back to back.
This
Mostly.
episode is much more filler than that episode.
I believe it.
Yeah, it kind of stinks, but it's what it is.
Beer.
Is super not great.
It tastes like. This is going to sound weird.
Mm.
It tastes like vegetables. Like, not even herbal. Just like celery. Like fibrous vegetables.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I completely agree with you. And it sucks because up front, it feels like you're going to get a lot of citrus.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, oh, hazy citrus, kind of hoppy coming in. And then I was like, oh, now I get why
Yeah.
Nick made a face. Because right about like halfway through you tasting it, it just gets like overwhelmingly vegetal.
Yeah. It's fucking weird. And again, the smells are nice. And like that first right off the tongue is like, oh, this is going to be pretty nice. But it just doesn't hit good. And it definitely, if anything, it almost tastes like stale hops, not fresh hops. Like the exact opposite.
Yeah, it's got like a sour back end. It's just,
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's super weird.
though they say aroma, citrus, tropical notes up front with fresh cut grass, floral, vegetal, woody, and spicy pepper aromas.
Oh, they say vegetal too.
So they say vegetal and fresh cut
Fresh
grass.
cut grass, yeah, absolutely.
So they're getting what we got.
They nailed it.
I didn't actually read that beforehand, so I'm glad that we're on the same page here with Fremont, but just I don't know. It maybe this beer, head full of fresh hops, just isn't for us.
It's possible.
They also say fresh Mosaic and Talus hops. I'm not familiar with Talus,
No, I've never heard of that in my life.
nor when I think head full of fresh hops, I think of like 8 different varieties.
Yes.
I don't think 2 varieties of hops.
Yeah, I mean,
Especially since Fremont has their Field to Ferment series.
mm-hmm.
Like maybe there's just a fuck ton of like I'm sure there is just a fuck ton of Mosaic and Talus in here, but
Still.
to me, like a head full of fresh hop, it just sounds like it's like we're gonna be throwing in a bunch of stuff.
I agree. Yeah, you're throwing a shit ton of hops, like the Enjoy by 1031. I think of.
Yeah.
It's like you call that head full of fresh hops, and I'm like, okay, and it's fucking delicious. I nailed it.
Tasty. This, on the other hand,
So it's 6.8%. So it's the same as last year, 6.8. I think it's pretty much the exact same as last year. Here's something interesting that I want to see if maybe you can get without me telling you.
it's an experimental hop from Hop Breeding Company. Interesting. Well, anyways, go on.
I don't know if I'm getting worse or if I'm just so distracted by how much I'm not loving this. We gave a note about the flavor last year that is dead spot on. I don't know if you want to hear it now.
Dead
if you wanna,
spot on.
Dead. What is it?
Dead on.
Dead on?
Spot on.
Is that a thing? Yeah.
You
Spot
just-
on.
you
But
just
what's
combined.
is dead on a thing?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
Dead on accurate.
See, it sounds kind of weird.
I don't know.
Ah.
Like specifically a tasting note.
Yes.
Okay. Let me smink it up.
Yeah. I could even tell you where in your tasting journey it is too, if you don't pick up on it.
I get tangerine. That grass vegetal note. Maybe like a little honey. And then
And hear me out. Don't smink it. Just drink it.
Yeah. I feel like you're gonna say something at the end. It tastes like
It's in the middle.
oh, I get like grapefruit and like some rindiness on like the citrus, but
Or actually, no.
Um,
No, you're right. It is more the end. It's like end to middle end.
all right, give it to me because that's all I'm going.
Piña colada. Now, I'm seeing our differences. When I first read that, I was like, no fucking way. I literally, with my, I was like, no fucking way. And I took a drink and I was like, I see what we meant. I don't know. I feel like there's like a little bit of fruitiness in there mixed with like the grassiness, and it kind of gives it like a coconutty.
Yeah, I don't get the coconut is the thing. You could make an argument for pineapple. I'd probably disagree, but I think you could make that argument. I get a lot of like grapefruit, tangerine, kind of citrusy notes for that sweetness. Personally,
There's,
you know.
it's like you see those, those like
Here,
globes.
let me think. Pina colada
Yeah.
and give it a taste.
Yeah. It's like those globes that are spinning, and it's like, but you can see through them. But it's like you focus on one way, it's spinning one direction. You focus on the other, it's spinning the opposite direction. That's what I'm getting here. That's what I'm getting. I really could just see this from all directions. I think it helps to see the pina colada if you give it a little bit of a tongue flick, a little swish in the mouth as you.
Yeah, I don't get it.
No,
Not for me.
fair enough.
Fuck, man.
I don't love this.
Fuck.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do with these fresh hop beers, man? Just quit the industry? You know?
I don't really see it any other way.
Still haven't had Born Yesterday.
That's sad.
I mean, I've had it
Okay.
on the podcast
Right.
for 2020.
I actually looked at Whole Foods where I've been getting it, and it wasn't there. So
Might not be doing it this year.
should probably try and find that pretty soon.
Probably should.
Next few days, we should probably be looking for it.
We'll ask Jack about his guy.
True. Well, you got a new guy,
He has a new guy?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll ask him about the
Dude.
new guy.
dude. Our OG guy, stacked.
Yeah.
Oh my god, stacked on the shelves in the back, and there was fucking everywhere in that store. I don't know about his new guy. We'll have to ask him.
We'll ask about both guys.
That's true. He might have went back to his original guy.
That's true.
Maybe because at first the OG guy didn't have it this year.
Maybe he does now.
Maybe he does now. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to chalk this year up, though, to coronavirus.
Sure.
You know, there's a lot of things that were affected by that this year, so I'm gonna blame this year on that. But we have had a handful, less than a handful of like fresh hop beers that we've actually enjoyed.
I feel like I don't know. I'm having a hard time comparing it to last year because I feel like last year I was focusing too much on the bad, but when we took it a step back, it's like it's really been 50-50 of like the 10 beers of fresh hops that we had, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
And I don't even know how many How many have you done this year? Like 5 or something like that?
Fields
1, 2,
Ferment,
3,
Fresh Hop Fiend,
4,
Raven,
5. Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is our 6th.
No.
Yeah.
Don't count Enjoy by. That's technically not Fresh
I
Hop.
didn't.
Okay.
1, 2, 3,
Oh, the crikey Fresh Hop.
4, 5.
Yeah.
6.
Oh, Yakima. Okay, yeah.
3,
Yeah,
4,
so we got 6.
5,
This is
6.
our 6th.
Yeah.
And this is it for Fresh Hops unless we can do a Born Yesterday, right?
Now we have Born Yesterday, we have Deschutes, and we have
Deschutes?
Celebration.
Oh, I know you had Deschutes. What did Deschutes
I
make?
do have Deschutes. I can't remember what it's called, but we have Deschutes.
Oh. I really hope Celebration is better this year.
Sorry, spoiler alert. We usually don't, say all of our beers that we got in the lineup.
Oh. yeah, we kind of just released. This is what we got cooking in the queue.
We have a lot of beer in the queue right now.
Ooh. Don't pour it all out.
Is there some funkiness in
There's
there?
some gunky funky.
Maybe it'll make it better. Fuck it.
Okay.
I ain't getting gunk.
Oh, I got some gunk. Look at this shit.
Yeah, you got a little bit.
I got some gunk.
I mean, it's a hazy beer, so it's unfiltered.
It's fine. It's fine. It's just like
Yeah, sure. You want the sediments to
I didn't
be
want it.
sediments
Yeah,
in the bottom of the
exactly,
can. Yeah, you get it.
I just feel like it's gonna be more yeasty, and it's gonna be like my worst nightmare.
Maybe the pina colada will go away for you. I don't know.
It could be. Nah, it's more bitter. It's pretty good. There's some
Happy
good.
for you.
There's the flavor. It's chilling at the bottom of the can. Little did I know. I had some and it's gone. Oh, you hadn't really showcased your glass here.
I didn't want to.
Okay. Okay. We're just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
more of a personal thing than
Okay. That's fair.
just personal satisfaction.
That's
today.
fine. We're just both looking failure in the eyes right now.
Love it.
So good.
I mean, it's just all failures, so why not?
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah. You know, I really get annoyed with people where they're like, don't get me wrong, like obviously 2020 has been like a weird fucking year, you
Mhm.
know, but
Sure.
I feel like ever since I don't even know. I feel like ever since like 2017, everyone's just been like, man, this has been the worst year. Man, this has been the
Every
worst
year?
year. Ever. Yeah, every year. And I'm like, man, you guys' lives must suck. Because
Really, 2020 has sucked, and that's been pretty much it.
yeah,
You
like,
know?
like my whole lives, every year's been pretty great. Up until this year was like pretty weird. And even like in the midst of all
Yeah,
this
my-
weirdness and suckiness.
My
like,
bad. My life wasn't that bad.
Yeah, my actual life is like, I can't go to breweries and restaurants as often as I wanted to, and I've got to wear a mask sometimes. But like,
And granted, like I'm sure, like other people,
I've
you
been
know,
affected more. Than
yeah,
us.
we're very, like I'm very grateful that like our jobs weren't affected.
dude.
People that we like were close to weren't majorly affected by COVID, even though we know people who've gotten it, right? But
Mhm.
like, yeah. So I'm very grateful for that.
No, absolutely. You're totally right. And even like at the beginning, like when our company did do some layoffs, it was like I was at a point where I was like, I am at the bottom of the totem pole here, so it's like could go either way.
Yeah.
Don't know. I have no idea. And so, no, I'm with you. Not only was I able to keep my job, but you know, our jobs as a whole just haven't really been affected, and we've been able to pretty much operate all the same as we have been. So, I'm with you. A lot to be thankful for, and yeah, I do understand a lot of people have been affected, and a lot more. I don't know, just have been affected in a lot more ways than we have, but still,
That being said, like people who are like in the same position of us
Yes.
as us are
Yes.
still complaining.
yes, and that's what
about-
I'm getting at.
Yeah.
If someone comes at to me and they're like, "Oh, my relative died from COVID, blah blah blah, it's been a shitty year," I'm like, "Yeah,
totally.
I'm sorry. That really fucking sucks." But when we've got our fucking neighbor, you know, who we work with, just chilling over here, like, "Man, it sucks," and it's like everything's fine. They still have their job. They still like go out and party with their friends, and it's like, I think.
What are you saying sucks?
I don't understand. You're traveling, like you're having a blast this year. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know. And flights are cheap as shit. So what are you really complaining about? But
The weather.
yeah, man.
It's gotten rainy.
Oof.
Fuck.
Hasn't it though? Oof. Chicago. This is fucking weird for Chicago too.
Chicago's nice right now.
It's like 70s.
Yeah.
70s,
that.
bro. Stupid. That blew my mind. Yeah, Renee told me today, and I was like, "You're fucking with me." Right now at 5:36, which is nighttime because of this bullshit time of year. Nighttime, it's 66 degrees there. It's nuts.
Yeah. Chicago's on my weather screen, and I look at it often because I like to remind Elizabeth what temperature it is in Austin, Texas. It's like every day.
Just saying.
And you know, it's 23 degrees warmer there.
Just so you
At
know.
least.
Just so you know. Yeah, but that's fucking weird. I mean, shit. So we didn't play Ark last night, but at the same time, okay, I didn't play Ark last night.
Technically not last night. I
This
woke up
morning.
really early this morning. So I was
Okay.
like, I'm gonna play video games because I'm not gonna go downstairs because Jenny's gonna like break her cycle and I can't do that. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna play video games.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can play Call of Duty,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't want to do that anymore. I did have a day recently where I like played multiplayer for a while
Okay.
and was reminded how much I just don't enjoy it, but
Oh,
it's
really?
something you have to do.
Yeah, we get a little bit of a crew and play some like domination.
Then it's fun.
Then it's fun.
But like by yourself,
It can be frustrating.
you're just like doing the same things, leveling up shitty guns.
Yeah. It's either boring or it's frustrating.
Yeah.
It's rarely fun.
So I was like, I'm not gonna do that, and I was like, I'm not playing zombies at 3 a.m. because I'm just gonna get two in it.
I can't scream and wake Jenny and Elizabeth up right
Yeah.
now.
So I'm just gonna chill out and play some Ark and do some grinding. So I play a little bit.
Nice. Yeah, that's a fun game. That's something you need to play a little bit more of. It's fucking fun.
Featured on our playlist. Yeah.
Need to find a new game though. I haven't really been looking for any new games. but-
I text you. I'm feeling Minecraft again, but I want to,
Did that update come out yet?
yeah, we're updated.
The biggest new update?
The newest one is in development, but like we're up to date.
Right. No, yeah, that's what I meant. Like there's like allegedly this like big new update that will be coming out.
Oh, that's the caves update. That one's a ways out, I
Okay.
think.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
Yeah,
Minecraft.
I'll fuck with Minecraft. I like Ark because it's basically a realistic version of that with dinosaurs.
yeah, but like a less like building.
Yeah.
Like there is building in it, but it's
a lot.
like different.
Yeah. It's a lot more survival and
Yeah.
and just like dinosaurs. I feel like it's just
Which
like a
are cool.
huge proponent of it.
Yeah.
What?
Which are cool.
Yeah, no, fucking awesome. Absolutely rad. Like when you when we take down like a big Carno and fucking tame that shit, that's
I saw a Spinosaurus fighting a Megalodon in the water this morning.
what the fuck?
And then I
How
went
far out were you?
not very far.
Wow, that's kind of terrifying actually.
And then I went around our beach on the other side and up the river,
yeah.
and I saw a Spinosaurus fighting a Carno, and a Therizord jumped in.
What the fuck?
And the Spinosaurus demolished the Carno, and then the Therizord demolished the Spinosaur.
Wow,
So
that's intense.
I got to witness some pretty crazy battles.
That's some fucking cool shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the wild too. It's like not even like something that we tamed. That's pretty fucking cool. Damn. So where'd you see the Megalodon? Was that like out into the ocean a little bit, or was it just further up
No,
the
it like
beach?
swam in,
Wow.
like up the river a little bit. Yeah.
What the fuck? Again, a little terrifying.
Yeah.
'Cause that's like really close to us.
Well, I was like fighting it, and then I shot it with the trank bolts with the crossbow a couple times.
Yeah, how many does that take for that thing?
I have no idea.
Like 50 to
I was
100?
only able to put in like 3, and then it just swam away. And I was like, well,
oh,
but it would have been cool.
Really, it just swam away.
Yeah. I think it was probably pretty hurt from the Spinosaurus. So,
Got it.
And I wasn't in the water, so it couldn't get to me.
Gotcha. Makes a little more sense.
But I was like, that would be cool. What if I just was like, you jumped on, I'm like, hey, Nick,
game over.
check this out.
Game over. I'd be
Megalodon.
like, that's fucking rad. Let's take a few laps. We're done.
Game over.
What possibly could be more fucking awesome than taming a megalodon?
A T-Rex.
More? T-Rex is dope, but like, megalodon? That's nuts. That's top tier for me. That's top tier.
I haven't seen a T-Rex, so I don't know what they look like.
That's true.
The
They've got to be bigger than, well...
Carno's the closest thing the closest big thing that I've seen. Spinos are also huge.
Yeah, Spinosaurus, but Spinosaurus I think is bigger than a T-Rex.
It probably is.
In real life. I don't know about in the game, but...
Well, Branos are just stupid.
I feel like it's relatively accurate, the size of most of these things.
And there's a Megalosaurus or something like that. That's a Brano. That's like a Brano, but bigger than the Brano. Something like that. Those are a weird one, though, because once you tame them, they don't eat. So they just kind of slowly die over a long period of time.
What is it called, do you think?
Like a Megalosaurus or something.
Yeah, I think so. This thing looks fucking weird, though. This is it. No. This is something else. This is a Megalosaurus. More like a T-Rex.
Then, yeah, that's not what I'm thinking of.
Okay.
I don't know.
But what do they do?
It's like a Brontosaurus, but it's bigger.
Mm.
And when you tame it, it just like doesn't eat anymore. So it just like slowly dies.
Why?
Don't know.
Weird.
Just a mechanic of the game.
That's fucking weird. All right.
Oh, and I learned our Diplo
Okay.
has 0 attack damage.
Like it can't attack at all? Or it can't take damage?
It does not do any damage with its attacks, and it doesn't do any damage to us when it attacks, like even like other Diplos.
Like would other non-tame Diplos attack us, it does no damage?
Correct.
No fucking way.
It just has that knockback, and that knockback, if you like
Fall.
hit something or fall, that hurts you, but the attacks themselves don't hurt you.
Oh, what about a Brontosaurus? Is it the same way or no?
No, Brontosaurus will fuck you up.
Damn it. Which it did. I remember. That's good to know. We could just fucking nab another one then, like, no problem.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if it's still there, but at least when we were last on together, the other Diplo was just like chilling like up the river a little bit.
Yeah.
And yeah, just fucking nab that shit, no problem. I guess it's not 100% necessary, but at the same time, it's like...
Could have, too.
Why not? Yeah, dude, running fucking duos on the fucking Diplo, that's sick. Just like rolling up the hill.
Though it's not necessary since you can hop on to the side of mine.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, running that's what I meant.
Yeah,
like
okay,
both
yeah.
running on the same one. It's like, that's awesome. Just
Yeah.
rolling deep like that.
Sure.
It's pretty sick. I can't imagine like playing online with other people and like a squad just rolls up of like 10 or something stupid like that on a Diplo and they
I've
just all
heard
jump off.
PvP is insane in that game.
I believe it. That'd be crazy. That'd be something to maybe fuck around with just like for fun, just to see what that's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we'd get absolutely owned. I feel like it's mostly because, at least personally, like I'm so slow in like, oh, what does it take to build this? And I feel like people just know. They're like, oh, I need this, this, and this to make this.
Yeah, anyone who's played.
Yeah. So they just
Wow.
grab it and make it real quick where I'm like, I don't even know what I need yet. And they've already got their shit and made it.
Yeah. I mean, all games are that way.
It's true.
It just takes time learning it.
That's fair. And here we are playing like once every 2 weeks or something like
Yeah.
that. So it's fair.
Well, I think Shadows of Evil and Zombies, right? Like
Yeah.
chaos for the first several times you play it. Now you're like, I get it.
Yeah, I get it. Like I know exactly what we're doing. It's just a matter of surviving and living through it. That's where we're
Not
at.
successfully.
No, we were close, but not quite.
All right, let's run through this beer.
Yes.
Wrap it up. How's it look?
Oh shit! I'm actually on the old one. It's
Well,
very hazy.
fuck.
It's very hazy and very yellow. The head was like almost non-existent. Like first pour it and it's kind of fluffy, but then it's gone.
How's it smell?
It smelled, if I'm not mistaken, pretty citrusy. A little bit of pineapple smell too.
I said tangerine and hops.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like pineapple's actually pretty strong in the smell.
Okay, I'll take out the little.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give it a go. You want to do taste?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oops.
So taste, I think up front we can both agree, like up front, it's mostly hoppy and ooh, there's the gunk. Mostly hoppy and
Vegetal.
yeah, but even before vegetable, I feel like you get a little bit of citrus before the veggies come in.
Okay, like order of operations: hoppy,
Yeah,
tangerine,
I'll throw tangerine specifically.
grapefruit, and then like rind, grass, vegetal. Did you taste the honey that I was getting?
Where?
Kind of alongside the vegetalness, like the sweetness right in there is like it's like it's very subtle, but like
I
you'd say no.
No, I don't like. I wouldn't say no, but I'm not. It's not super strong. Like I could see where you're getting it, and so like I wouldn't disagree. Like,
You wouldn't.
I'll throw
You just
in-
you're not like. It's not a worthwhile point, but maybe it's there.
right. Again, like I'll write it down if you want me
Yeah.
to, but
I don't really care. I was just wondering if you also got it.
yeah, no, I would never have gotten that personally, but it's pretty observant of you.
I'm sensitive to honey, so.
That's also true. That's fair. Moving on to feel here. Levi says a bit grainy and watery / thin. Yes, absolutely. Especially like that watery thin part, like that would have taken me a sec to like get through, but nailed it on that. It's especially for a hazy too, right?
Yeah,
and
I thought it was gonna be thicker, and it's not.
Well, it looks like a thick hazy juice boy,
Yeah.
but not at all. Yeah. There's a lot of weird anomalies going on with this beer.
I'm skipping over the thoughts and critiques unless you have any like glaring.
I'm just gonna get thoughts going. Not great. That's all I have to say. We can kind of just I don't even want to write down the critiques, but we can wrap them up in our rating here. Let's see.
I threw in very sugary towards the end.
Yeah.
It's like I'm like I need a glass of water now.
Yes, absolutely.
Now I'm getting the kind of the pina colada in the sense of like it's kind of like a very sweet alcoholic drink.
Yeah. I am kind of struggling on this beer's rating. Because what sucks is they nailed in their descriptor, like basically what this beer tastes like. Now, if we want to contrast that to what they say the beer is, a fresh hop hazy IPA, then I feel like I'm pretty solid on what I want to give the rating.
I don't know. Like, are you wanting me to convince you? I'm good. And my heart is right.
Okay, well,
I'm sorry.
let me
I'm not having
let me settle this with myself.
any dilemma issues personally.
Yeah. Hold on, let me read the descriptor first real quick.
Package 929. We're like a week late in that 30-day window.
Oh, you know what? Never mind.
You're good. You found a loophole.
I did
in
find
their
a
description.
I did find a loophole in their description because if they said what I thought they were saying, I was like, I cannot rate this what I want to rate this.
But you found a loophole.
I found a loophole,
Good for you.
and I'm ready.
You want 3, 2, 1 it?
It's 3, 2, 1 it.
3, 2, 1.
2.
2.6.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. All right. Wow.
Put it in the fine category. You want to give us your reasoning, Mr. Loophole?
2. It is definitely an okay. So what they said is the aroma was citrus, tropical notes up front with fresh cut grass, floral, vegetal, woody, spicy
But not the
pepper
taste.
aromas. On the flavor, on the taste, they say moderately sweet and bitter with a lingering bitterness in medium body with moderate carbonation. I
There's
don't
no
agree.
medium body there.
I don't agree that it's a medium body.
Medium body would help, probably.
If that's what you're gonna call it, flavor is just like it's a little bit sweet, but with mostly bitterness. I don't really necessarily agree with that either. The aromas, I also disagree. I don't get all that shit in the aroma. I think some of that mostly transfers over to the taste.
Yeah.
And if that's not what you were going for, which based off of this in my loophole, that's not what they were going for taste wise.
So mine is fine, which means the concept is there. It's just not well executed. I think this is what they were going for, but I think some different hop varietals would have been nice. And I think changing up the body a little bit. I think it's just overwhelming. Like, it might be overwhelming on the hops, at least on their timings on how they introduce them, and that's maybe you filter it out instead of keeping it a hazy, and it cleans this beer up a little bit. But like,
That wouldn't be bad.
The way it stands, it's just there's like you get grainy notes from the unfiltered hops that probably introduces more of those vegetal flavors, and it's clashing a lot. It's just not enjoyable.
That's
in my
the thing.
opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you there. There's a lot of clashing. Like, I'll give them that. It's sweet and bitter. Like,
Yeah,
but it doesn't work. It's
Yeah.
not like a nice, clean, like crisp sweetness. It's like a sugary sweetness with like a sharp bitterness, and they clash a lot. And so, I went with undeveloped concept. I mean, again, you're calling this a fresh hop hazy IPA, and this is the lightest hazy IPA I've ever had. I feel like, I said it right off the bat. I'm like, I don't think this doesn't taste like a fresh hop. Honestly, it tastes kind of stale. Personally, I don't want to shit on Fremont as a brewery because they make a lot of good fucking beers, and one of our favorite fresh hops they make. But this beer specifically, not a fan.
weren't a fan last year,
No.
and again, maybe it's just not for us.
Sure.
So
Sure.
if it's successful and people love it for them. Not our style.
No.
But that's how beer is. So take that with a grain of salt or a
Or grain of pepper.
head full of hop. I don't know. If you've had it, let us know what you think. Let us know if you get that pina colada that Nick's talking about.
That's what we were talking about. I don't know.
Well,
I kind of taste. Yeah, I could be forced to taste it.
Okay. And then, if not, see you next week. Laters.